found the right path. So today, I'd like to talk about writing advice. Writing advice that circulates from authors or proposed authors or supposed authors with workshops for you to buy. I've got so many videos that I've watched which helped me get my footing, but now I'm constantly looking for upgraded writing advice. I have leveled up beyond the advice that circulates on YouTube. So the point of this video will be to touch on one recycled piece of writing advice and really spice it up. Make sure we can actually get something out of it. Okay, so the one that I've chosen is show, don't tell. Apparently, this is advice to writers suggesting that rather than using, say, a paragraph of exposition to describe what happened, you give the readers a scene with characters, like a play, so that they can see what happened. Show, don't tell. But I use a writing mechanism that I think is really fun, which is that I allow the reader to imagine the character doing something without me actually giving them very strict descriptions and direction. So a scene might take place and a character will berate someone. And I hope that worked just now. You probably imagined that for yourself. Maybe you've been berated. Or maybe you have gone on a tirade and berated someone else. Most people know what that feels like. Most people understand. So I actually did the opposite. Instead of showing, I told you. And I let your brain imagine it. Were the characters male? Were the characters female in your imagination? I gave nothing. I gave you nothing. So, the upgraded writing advice is that you should actually show so very little that your readers are begging you to tell them. Just tell me. Tell me about these characters. Tell me what they're doing. I love these characters so much. And you have to give them a tiny little bit. And they will want you to tell them more. Now, if you're successful at this, you can give the reader so little that they will be dying to read the next chapter, the next sentence, the next page. But if you do it wrong, if you fail, if it doesn't work out, they'll put the book down. So that's why it's upgraded writing advice. It's really tricky. Don't tell them. Give them these characters with mystery or quirks, but not hobbies. Not cliches. Make them do something that is so curious, because they have to see or imagine something that is new. And if you can get them to imagine something that is new about your character, something they haven't seen before, something that's not old hat, something that's not derivative of the latest streaming TV series, you give them that character, and then you tell them nothing or close to nothing about what's going on, what's going to happen next, who's who, what's what, and you keep them on the hook. There is a practice with hunting that you can use birds to hunt. They're called falconers, and they have birds of prey like hawks and sometimes eagles that hunt. And you can get a hunting license, and you can have a bird instead of a gun. And you send your bird out to go hunt another bird or a squirrel or mice. What's interesting about that is the training for the hawk involves teaching it to come back and bring the kill without devouring it, without standing there and eating it like eagles do. And what you have to do is you have to basically starve the bird and give it so very little scraps, and you have to train it to bring you back an entire carcass and be fully satisfied with like a leg or a scrap of meat from it. And because the hawk is so hungry, it's willing to hunt, and it hunts a lot. So if you can do that to your readers, it will be highly successful. Your writing will be compelling, interesting, difficult to put down. Show, don't tell. That's the writing advice. I think you should tell them. I think it's fun to tell them. And let them imagine it. Trust your reader to have a powerful imagination. Sometimes I like to summarize entire events. Like, this happened. This is what happened to the character. This is where we are now. And then we jump into a scene. You have to show them a little. You have to show them all the time. But it shouldn't be explained. It shouldn't be if you're showing the reader something, it should be full of depth and hidden meaning, so that you actually don't show them very much at all. And then they will be begging you to tell them. That's the end. Thank you for watching.